All right, good morning, outdoorsmen. Getting ready to start the first day of a pretty awesome journey from my perspective. Today I'm going to be able to get to Point Reyes and to Muir Woods, both national parks, and just wanted to share some of the beautiful flowers. I know the sun's a little bright there. Absolutely beautiful. Even though we are kind of in the heart of an industrial area here in Oakland, California. So let's get started with today's adventure to be able to get outdoors. Here's a little better perspective of the lilies of the valley. They're really, really pretty. And over there are some hydrangeas. Back and get to see some palms. Being outdoors truly is everywhere. All right, everyone, we are at the Buck Institute in Novato, California, and it is a perfect example of bringing the outdoors indoors and the ambient light indoors is great for mental well-being. I love the motto of the Institute. It's absolutely how I'm trying to live my life. All right, outdoorsmen, these folks are definitely getting outdoors, and good for them. But I can tell you that it is a pretty darn steep climb to get up to the top. And I'll show you the look when we get to the top. Those folks were, I would say, half to 2/3 of the way up, and then we are at the top. All right, outdoorsmen, I'm walking up to the edge of Tomales Bay. As you can see here now, the tide is out. When I come back through, I'll stop again to see if the tide has come in at all. But right now, there is an extensive mud flat, and it varies from location to location. Here, it drops off fairly quickly, but there are other places that I've seen that have been upwards of 400 yards of exposed mudflat. So we're gonna go ahead and keep on moving to Point Reyes Lighthouse, but just wanted to show you this and we'll check it out when we come back. It's one of the bays that lead out to the Pacific Ocean. Low tide right now. Folks, there is the Pacific Ocean. It's terribly interesting that they literally have cattle grazing essentially to the edge of the ocean. Don't have that kind of experience very often on the East Coast where the Atlantic is, but we are in Point Reyes National Seashore right now, and we are heading to Point Reyes Lighthouse. And as I spoke about the cattle, there are a few more bikers enjoying the great outdoors here on the West Coast. Some more. And those are actually Holstein cattle here and out in the distance. So if you want to talk about happy cows, you're on the Pacific Ocean and we're still able to make milk. That's a win. Now there are some Holstein cattle up close and personal. And just over those hills is the ocean. All right, outdoors on. Trying to shield my microphone. That, believe it or not, is the Pacific Ocean, but we've had a severe fog bank roll in and kind of block us out. So we're on the way up to Point Reyes Lighthouse. Folks, here are the remnants of a whale skull. Not exactly sure where it was found, but very interesting to see nonetheless. And beyond the fog is the Pacific Ocean. And we are going to travel over here and do 313 steps to the bottom. And here is the Point Reyes Lighthouse. It's not very tall off the ground, but we are several hundred feet in the air, so that definitely makes it an advantage to this point. Let's go take a look inside. Lighthouse. There is the light itself. Quite an amazing structure. Alright folks, really doesn't do it justice, but we are probably 300 to 400 feet above the sea surface. Way back to the top. Let's see how long it takes. To see the lichens and mosses that are growing on these rocks. That are early stage successional organisms. And then you move to the grasses, some woody shrubs. I doubt if you'll ever see trees here. Although it's not a humanly planted garden, this is a beautiful example of a natural succulent garden. Just absolutely amazing flowers and surviving this harsh climate. It really makes you appreciate being here, what they have to go through. As I always say, leave it better than you found it. It's quite interesting how the sidewalk is dry and then it becomes very wet, and then down there it's dry again. The reason is because this tree is collecting moisture from the fog and then it's dripping down. Try to zoom in and show you the water droplets falling. Not sure you can see them actually dropping though. God's given us an amazing place to live. Not sure you could see it before, but hopefully now this really shows just how windy it is and the fog blowing in. Water droplets falling off the trees. You should be able to see when it's not super foggy. This is a little bit of an alcove here, and as you can see, absolutely breathtaking shoreline, but you can see where it would be very dangerous for ships. There's a rock down there that periodically is covered and uncovered, which shows the hazards that result from Point Reyes. Fog had kind of rolled out, and you can can see where the sand starts to come up there. But this is very typical of the West Coast, where the shoreline basically rises directly out of the ocean. There are some black-tailed deer. There's one doe. And there on the hill is another one. And as she runs away, you can see her black tail where they get their name. Looks like that one may even have a fawn. Stay far enough off the coast that you don't hit the land. It's beautiful coming up, but going out you can not even see the water barely. Alright, outdoorsmen, just to kind of have a second look at things. The wharf, when I was here this morning earlier, was completely exposed, and you can see how much the water has come in a little over an hour and a half. Obviously it will fill up here quite a bit more, but great example of how tidal action exposes habitat for animals and then also re-engages and provides habitat for others. Alright, outdoorsmen, I am in Inverness, California, and I'm gonna go check out Vladimir's Czech restaurant and have a little lunch. Alright, outdoorsmen, the short answer to how was lunch was excellent. Here at Vladimir's Czech restaurant in Inverness, and I had the stuffed cabbage, otherwise known as holubki, and had a potato salad and an apple cabbage salad. It was all phenomenal. So if you're in Inverness, go ahead and stop. Let's keep on heading. All right, outdoorsmen, just wrapping up the trip to Point Reyes National Seashore and Lighthouse in north central California. It's a shame that the fog set in, because the view there is absolutely spectacular, but I hope you took a lot away from what we did get to see, and so hopefully you learned a few things, and hop on for the episode in Muir Woods, which will be coming out here next, and you'll actually get to see some really beautiful coastline as we travel from Point Reyes down to Muir Woods. So until next time, get outdoors.